Brian here, back with you in my office. We're going to examine this Dutch book in a period binding. It has paper-covered boards, leather spine that's chipped at the head like so, and the book, however, as typical for European books of the 18th century, well-bound and virtually indestructible for modern usage. Here we have a very nice engraved half title, printed in Haarlem by Bosch, and here's the title page. Look at that splendid vignette there with a scrolled cartouche and a cherub. Wandelaar did it in Haarlem by Bosch, 1745 here. De Graaven van Holland is the title. And so we're going to, it is basically text interleaved with plates. There are, within this, there are 32 full-page engravings that are similar to this one here. These are all historical figures relating to Dutch history. And here's an afbeelding van Floris, like so. Deckled edges to the text block, meaning that the pages have never been trimmed by a binder. This is a very nice feature on books like this. All of this paper would have been handmade, of course, from pulped rags, actually, meaning that today this paper can be washed. It's virtually indestructible. It will not acidify in the same way. This is 2 volumes bound in one, by the way. It's Tweede deel, the second volume here. Unlike modern papers that are made from pulped trees, that has chemicals added to it that causes it to brown and age quite rapidly. But here this paper is made by hand from rags. It was a long, laborious, labor-intensive project that means that books like this, in theory, will survive for hundreds of more years versus books from the 1880s or 90s, like Big Little books and Whitman books of the 20s and all this. These books basically will self-destruct in another 100 years, many of them. Just the paper is not suited to long-term shelf life. But you get a sense here of the plates do show some toning, but otherwise they're largely clean. There's some light offsetting to some, but it's still a very pleasing book with 32 engraved full-page plates, and it is available now online from me, Brian DiMambro.